My name is Kyczy, and I'd like to welcome you to this seated yoga class brought to you especially for Recovery Cafe San Jose. I am wearing just conventional clothes, regular shirt, regular pants. I do have my shoes off because I like to feel my feet on the floor. You can keep your shoes on or you can wear socks. I'm going to start and conclude this half-hour class with the sound of this bell. So let's begin. Even as we sit, we can bring some attention to how our body is arranged. So I'd like you to take a moment and see if you can bring your knees over your ankles, your shoulders over your hip bones, and without the spine being rigid, let the bones hold you up rather than leaning back into the chair. Hands on your lap. You can gaze down at the ground, or you can gaze at me, or you can close your eyes and just listen to my voice for the next couple of minutes. With the lips together lightly, breathe in and out through your nose. If your nose is stuffy or it's difficult to breathe in or breathe out through the nose, then breathe any way you can. The important thing is to breathe. This seated class is dedicated to befriending your body, to showing yourself, your physical body, your energetic body, even your emotions and your character and your spiritual bodies, showing them all love and appreciation. Continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's bring the two words, appreciation and gratitude, into the breath practice. Inhale, appreciation. Exhale, gratitude. Inhale, appreciation. And exhale, gratitude. As you continue what we might call a mantra or a chant, a silent chant inside your mind of appreciation and gratitude, perhaps you can also notice a softening in your jaw when you bring your attention to your jaw. Inhaling appreciation, exhaling gratitude. Soften your underarms, and your armpits and the inside of your arms and the side of your ribs. Inhaling appreciation, exhaling gratitude. Imagine you could even soften the back of your neck, the upper part of your shoulders, and your upper back. Inhaling appreciation, exhaling gratitude. At the same time, you're loosening up the face, the neck, and the shoulders. Perhaps you can feel the sit bones firmly on the chair and your feet on the ground. Appreciation and gratitude. Now It's a little hard to feel your sit bones if you're sitting in a comfy couch or on a soft bed, but just do your best to bring your attention to the act of sitting. You don't have to do anything to change. You just notice where you are. Appreciation and gratitude. Now, if you were looking down or if your eyes were closed, please open them now and reach the arms forward. You're going to reach with one arm a little further than the other, and then reach with the other arm. And so I'm going to sit sideways for a moment just to show you I'm reaching with one arm, reaching with the other arm. So if I had black mittens on, you could see my hands a little more easily reaching with one arm, reaching with the other arm. And perhaps you can bring your attention to the back of your upper back, to your shoulder blades. And as you reach, you might feel the upper back becoming involved. And reach, and back, and reach, and back. And one more time on each side. And back. And bring your hands down to your lap and let the blood, the circulation move back into the arms. Wing your arms forward and up, reaching up with that same movement of reaching with one arm and then with the other arm. And while the fingers are moving beyond the opposite hand as you reach up, do know that if you feel a hot, sharp, or sudden pain in a joint, so your wrist, elbow, in this case, possibly your shoulder, do less. Do less, or if this hurts, don't do it at all. My arms are straight up and down. What if your arms are here? You can't, it's not comfortable to bring them overhead, then this is perfect. And you can still reach and retract, reach and retract. So do what feels yummy, not what feels painful. Yeah. One more time on each arm. I'm going straight up and down and straight up and down, and then soften the neck and shoulders, bringing the hands down, and just notice the sensations changing in the neck and shoulders. So I was just mentioning that if you feel a hot, sharp, or sudden, unusual sensation, I myself walk around with some achy joints, and that's just the way they are. Whether I move them or I don't, they still ache. So I know I've got a certain level of discomfort. As long as you're not hurting yourself and that level of discomfort remains stable, then you're probably okay. But if you feel a hot, sharp, or sudden pain, a change in the level of discomfort, do less or don't do the movement at all. Not all movements are for all people. This time, bring the arms straight out from the shoulders. Now, first, we're going to make these little circles. Nice circles. Oh, I'm going to slow it down a lot so I can really feel the sensation of moving in a circle. Where is it comfortable? Where do I feel the sensation of stretch? Am I still breathing? Oh, I certainly hope so. And I'm going to reverse the circle. Reversing the circle, nice and slow, feeling the process of making the circle. It's a little harder to go slow. To go fast, we're just kind of whisking right through the sensation. But we're making friends with the body. It's noticing what it feels like and believing what it's telling us. One more time in a lovely circle, and then from here we're going to give ourselves a nice I love me hug. Arms come forward, one arm over the other. Snuggle in. Snuggle in, just feel that I love me hug. Softening the shoulders, letting the elbows fall down, or keeping them up and just snurzel into the crook of your elbows. While your elbows are crossed, I'd like you to slowly turn to one side and come back to center. And slowly turn to the other side and come back to center. Only go as far as it feels comfortable, just the sensation of the twist turning to one side and coming back to center, turning to the other side and coming back to center. We're going to do that 2 more times involving the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling as I turn, exhaling as I return. And one more time. Before we continue with this sequence, go ahead and let the arms come down, rest in your lap, and just notice how things feel. What things? What am I supposed to be feeling? Notice what you feel, and that's exactly what you're supposed to be feeling. We're going to bring the arms out to the side, and we're going to flap like a bird. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. So you can bring it all the way down and all the way up, or you can keep a nice medium here between, like, say, 20 after and 22 and 10 after and 10 too. So you can be right here in the middle, or you can come all the way up and all the way down. Or as I'm doing a combo. I'm doing a couple of each. And be aware of your seated posture. Is your spine getting tired? If you're getting tired, just bring your hands back to your lap and wait until the next sequence. Next time you bring your arms up parallel to the ground, wrap your arms into an I love me hug, other arm on top. How will you know? Because if, like me, you might have forgotten, as soon as my arms come here, I feel whether it is already stretched or, ooh, I needed to stretch that. And 4 times with the breath. Inhale to the side. Exhale to center. Inhale to the other side. And exhale to center. Nice, smooth inhale and exhale. See if you can breathe while you're moving. Pause. And then move, exhale while you're moving and pause. Breathe into the twist and exhale as you unwind. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Unwind. Let the arms come down. Bring your attention to the upper shoulders, the arms, the chest, and maybe the side body. When we come back to rest, it's a time just to say, okay, this is a healthy pause. In life, it's very important to know how to have that healthy pause, to take a break. In recovery, we learn about how to take a healthy break, because sometimes, for me, using was a way to disconnect, and finding a healthier way to disconnect from what's going on was a godsend. And meeting with healthy people, communicating, and also movement and breath can be ways to disconnect from adverse situations. All right, let's roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Bringing the breath into it. Let's inhale as you bring the shoulders forward and up. And then exhale as you bring the shoulders back and down. That can slow the movement as you slow the breath. Up and down and pause. Bring the shoulders behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Rise the shoulders up. Squeeze them forward and drop them down. Shoulders come back, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you. Squeeze the shoulders up toward the ears. Roll the shoulders forward with a space between the shoulder blades. Drop the shoulders down with love, affection, and gratitude. Let's do that one more time. Squeezing back. Squeezing up. Rolling forward and dropping down. And to sit up tall. Hands. So the hands and the fingers and the wrists, we use them all the time and they get weary. So what I'm doing now is I'm rocking my loose fists around my wrists and rolling my wrists around one another. So I'm doing three things. Rolling my fists in a circle, rocking them back and forth, and rolling the forearms around. So just a bunch of stuff going on here. So without squeezing the fists. So, and then the other direction. Everything goes the other direction. Oh, how weird is that? Everything in the other direction. Rocking back and forth, rolling the fist around, and rolling the forearms around one another. Please breathe. Now we're going to bring the hands out to the side and wave bye-bye. Some of you who've taken my classes before know this silly practice of waving bye-bye. And then you shake water off your fingertips, waving your hands side to side. Oof, get the water off the fingertips, water off the fingertips. With one hand, wave bye-bye, and with the other hand, wave your hands from side to side. Seeing myself do this creates even another level of confusion in my brain. Now switch. One hand is bye-bye, one hand is side to side, and then shake it all out and bring the hands down by your sides and just let the hands hang. Still sit up tall, but let the hands hang. Notice the sensation in your fingers, your hands, your wrists. You can even use your imagination to imagine that your arms were hanging loosely from your shoulders. And of course, the breath is there, breathing smooth and even, deep and slow. Please bring your left hand to the chair, or you can place the left hand on your bed if you're sitting on a bed or on the sofa next to you, and bring the right arm up. And tip over to the left side. So we've warmed up these muscles with the arm movements, and now we're stretching them out. And you can even move the right hip down toward the ground, toward the seat, pushing it down. And come on up, bring that arm down. And then please bring the other arm up. Reach up, 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 and lean over. Breathe while you're here. Move the hip down. Stretch the side body. And come up and bring that arm down. What about these lovely legs? These lovely feet? So please bring your right foot out in front of you. You can bring it up in the air, or you can bring the heel to the ground, whichever you wish. I'd like you to rotate the foot around the ankle. So if the foot's down, you can rotate the foot around the ankle, the knee stays flexible, or you can engage the leg and rotate the foot around the ankle. And reverse the rotation. So both ways of doing it are perfect. Leaving the foot down with the heel on the ground, or lifting the foot up and rotating the foot around the Bring the foot back down to the ground. Notice how the right foot feels, and notice how the left foot feels. And of course, now the left leg. Bring it out and start rotating the foot in one direction. You might feel some sensations in the ankle. And then reverse and rotate the other way, remembering that you can keep your heel on the ground or hold the leg up. I'm holding it up so you can see the rotation a little better. And then bring that foot back down. Do you feel the circulation in your feet? We're going to do here is going to do a little running in place. So you're going to first just rise up on the toe and bring the heel down. So that's how we're going to run. So opposite. So first the right heel comes up and then down, and then the left heel comes up. So we're just going to alternate that way. Thumping the heel. I don't know if you can hear it, but I am making a little bit of a noise. Thump, 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 thump. So if you have an injury in your foot, you're going to do this at a level rate of speed and a degree of thumpingness that is pleasant and not painful. And come to stillness. And notice how the reverberation, if you were able to thump your heels, notice the reverberation in your legs. Now we're going to lift the whole leg up and we're going to just walk in place. It's helpful if you can engage your core muscles here. Then your back doesn't have to pull the legs up all by itself. So we're using the thigh muscles, using the abdominal muscles, and running in place in a nice pace, a nice walking pace here. You walk the feet a little bit wider. You walk them back together. And do that again. Wide. And back together. Oh yes, we're almost done. We're almost done. Walk the feet wide. If you haven't done so before, this will be your first time. Walk the feet wider and pause here. Bring the feet down. Let the legs rest. Send them appreciation and gratitude. A forward fold with the legs wide. Hinge forward and just walk your hands down your body. Drop your head down. You can hold on to your ankles and kind of give a little pressure here. Make sure that your legs are wide enough so that you can snuzzle your torso in between the legs so that you can breathe. That's the most important. Drop your head. Let your shoulders round forward. This is like an inversion, like standing on your head. So you want to be careful when you come up, walking the hands up the legs, coming up the legs, slowly, slowly. Walk your hands on your lap, rise up slowly, slowly, letting your blood pressure re-regulate, soften the shoulders, and bring the feet back together. Two more movements here before we do seated tranquility pose. And I will make another recording of some more movements for another seated yoga class. And you can try them independently, you can try them together later. Hands on the knees and rotate around in a circle. Getting out any tightness that may have accumulated. Sometimes when we try stuff, when the act of trying builds tension, and tension just builds tension. Yes, tension builds tension. In seated yoga, we just learn to accept where we are. Come back to the forward direction, and we're going to reverse that rotation. What does that mean? It means that when I move my body and feel the permission that my body is giving me, but also perhaps the request that I not overdo, to listen to the body, appreciate the message, and know that if I didn't move my body, I wouldn't get the message. And maybe if I move my body a little bit, it will give me permission to move a little more. So like recovery, it works if you work it. One more time around. And pause in that forwardly direction. And sit up. Now is the time to take advantage of the seat. So all this time I've had a good distance between my back and the back of the seat. Now I'm going to snuzzle back and lean back in the chair. Shake one leg out, let it flop down. Shake the other leg out and let it flop down. Shake the arms out and let them flop down onto the lap. Let the hands be on the lap. You can have the palms down, palms up, or rest one hand inside the other. And now is a time that if you can, I would ask that you would close your eyes. Bringing the attention inside. Bringing the attention inside the mind, inside the body. Begin to let go of outside input, letting go of sound. Letting the breath become a little slower. Bring the attention into the sensations of the body, starting with the soles of the feet. So notice how your feet feel. The tops of your feet and your ankles. If there's any gripping of the toes, just wiggle them and let it go. Let go of any gripping in the ankles, the calves, and around the knees. Soften the muscles of the legs from the knees all the way up to the hip bones. Releasing the glutes, the belly, and the muscles around the waist. Accept the support of the back of your chair, leaning back and softening the back muscles from the waist up to the shoulders. Let go of any effort in the front of the body, from the belly to the abdomen, around the ribs, the muscles around the collarbones and to the shoulders. Release any holding in the right arm from the shoulder through the arm to the hand, the fingers, and the thumb. Release the holding in the left arm from the hand, from the shoulder down the arm to the hand, the fingers, and the thumb. Release the muscles in the neck and around the throat, the mouth, the cheeks, and the hinge of your jaw. With attention to the right eye, soften the muscles around the right eye and the eyebrow, all the way to the right temple. On the left side, bring your attention to the left eye, softening the muscles around your left eye, eyebrow, and to the left side of your temple. Imagine that the wrinkles on your brow could soften, the forehead becomes soft, and the muscles of your entire scalp release. And you sit here and you breathe. Keeping your attention on your breath. You can leave your eyes closed or you can open them. Let your hands float up, palm to palm in front of your heart, and bow your head. Honor yourself for choosing to practice. And let's honor everyone in our recovery community